I have in my hand here a USB wall plate module. The idea of this is to give a modular format where we can actually have a wall plate that has a USB output on it. So what we use this in conjunction with, and it's a separate product, is something like this faceplate here. It is a single faceplate, but we could use it with, we'll say, a double or a quad, where we have several of these modules clipped in side by side. So the general design here we can see is there's just an output here for USB, and you can see on the back where it's actually just bolted in here. And we have a cable here. The total length is 20 centimeters. And on the far end here, we could add in the USB cable that we're connecting from. So if we're doing a long run, we'll say for data, something like that, we could do it here. The other thing this could be used for is, it could be used for data, the example I gave, which you could also be using for power or something like that. If you want to just give a charging unit on the side, you could somehow integrate this with a power unit. In relation to the dimensions here, there's a standard module size here. It's 25 millimeters wide and 50 millimeters long, and it can be used in conjunction with a faceplate like this, as I mentioned earlier. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to demonstrate this. So we'll just note here, there's two parts to it. There's a lip on this side, and then there's a clip-in part here. So when I go to insert this, I'll come along and I'll put it onto the lip part first, and then I just apply pressure and click it in, and then it's solidly held like that. Okay. We'll probably be bolting it onto something like this back box here, so you can see the size is standardizes for it. And in relation to the cable itself, what we're normally doing is, because this is a bit tight to fit directly into a single back box, normally what people are doing with this type of design is that the cable it's feeding to will be in the cavity behind the box, so you probably just insert it in, join into the cable there for a neat finish on it. The general popularity of modules is increasing all the time. It used to be mainly in commercial area and high-end houses, but much more it's just moving into standard, domestic thing is seen as a standard thing, simply because it's so modular and so neat. Because what it allows you to do is say, I want to have an output port there, I want it to be of a particular design, and this is exactly how I'm going to do it, a modular thing. So you could change this out for a different unit, or add in additional units if you're using it in a multiple output. So that's it anyway, an overview of the USB wall plate module.